the first thing is is in looking at your career is not to be limited by the fact that, okay, like you're Hugh Massey and you go to college, or we call it university in Australia, and study accountancy and economics, and then I become a tax specialist, to say that I've got to be that for the rest of my life and I'm going to be locked into that. I think the first thing is to say is to look at that and more look at the experiences that you got out of it. Yes, there's some key skills, but what are the A, B, C, D, E things I could go and do with that? And it doesn't really matter where you come from, and that's the first thing, is to unlock yourself from where you're at today. And then you start looking at, okay, what did I do really, really well when I was an accountant, right? And I look at that today. I was very good at solving problems, but I was a bit unique to others in that I could grasp the financial issue very quickly, but also the human issues going on. And I wasn't aware I was doing it, but later on I became aware that's actually what my secret sauce was. Well, that's transportable into any environment. And I think that's what people need to do once you get that. And then you look at what are the new environments I could deploy this in, and have the confidence in myself around that. And then it's interesting and say, okay, I want to build a business in financial behavior, and I've got all these skills in the past that are going to help me do that. And then suddenly the right person shows up that leads you on the journey. And that's what happened to me. I could see that while I had moved from being an accountant to running a wealth management business, behavior and money were the key issues that were causing people stress. That's what I needed to deal with for the clients. I wanted to provide a personalized experience. I'd always said that and was doing it. But when I determined, Ryan, that my purpose was to help people all over the world become self-empowered, within a few weeks, the right person showed up who could help me build a system to measure what I wanted to measure. Now, I had to have the courage to hire her, to take all the next steps, but I was set for it. But if I hadn't have reframed who I was, what I was going to do in my mind, I would have missed Carol in the street. She would have come in and out of my office, and there'd be nothing more of it. And I think if you look back on things, this happens all the time to all of us. I've had people come to me and present ABCD idea, and because I wasn't looking for it, it's just gone miles past me, and they show up again, or something similar shows up a year later, and I've been doing some thinking, and bang, this is the right time.